I don't play for KDA or like minions, compared to some players that do, and yeah, I mean, I'm just a team player in general, and that's it.
Hey everyone, this is Darius from the Shotcaller, and I'm sitting here with Nisqy from Splice after a clean 3-0. Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, nothing.
Sorry about that. First game though, you went out of your mind with that Kassadin.
Yeah, I mean, I think that in the draft, like, we were asking like if I need like something that can pressure the Talia or like just something that scales, and then I was like, it's first game, let's just pick and see what happens, how they play and stuff like that, and then they were just making too many mistakes, and then once you get a kill on Kassadin early, then it's like not GG, but like it's really hard to play against, and then yeah.
Casual 8 kills, 1 assist at like, what was it, 25 minutes or something?
Yeah, I think I was like 6-0 before like 15 minutes or like 20 minutes. So I mean, I won't say that I played it really good. I think it's more them making a lot of mistakes and us punishing them as well. And yeah, I mean, we just snowballed the game out of control.
So you didn't have a specific game plan before the first one and just wanted to try things out essentially? Or did you, for the other game, specifically prepare for Rocket as an opponent?
I mean, first game, I think we had a plan, like as a team. But like when enemy picks Talia, then they kind of show that they want mid-pro, and then I just try to like pick something that scales and like let my other lanes kind of like get the pressure that we needed. But after the first game, I knew that I needed, like, for example, to pick something like more aggro, that can get like lane pressure, because Kassadin was a good pick there, but I think if they played it really well, their comp was actually quite good, and they had like 3 winning lanes, I think, at one point, and then if they didn't make any mistakes, I think they could have won that game, but once they make a mistake, I think they're kind of doomed.
And what happened in the game 2 and 3, essentially? Just streamrolled them?
I mean, game 2, they had Rise, things that we've let like mid drop to like second phase because I was quite confident about like playing anything into it. And then game 3, we just picked Swain because we thought it was good, and we just didn't like really care about like what they could pick into it. And yeah, I mean, it went quite well.
Yeah, the interview pick didn't really work out there.
No, not really, not really. I mean, I don't think it's bad on it, but I just think that it was not like the best in their comp.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Now, you are sitting here with your jacket, and in terms of style, it kind of reminds me of Drake in a way. And the funny thing, the reason I mentioned this is because in the ELTS hype video, right, Memento has this one shot from the side where it just looks like he would release a mixtape very soon.
Yeah, I saw that.
So when's your mixtape going to be released? And what kind of songs can we expect on there?
I mean, if I would make money, it would be probably like French songs, like I love some rap, I mean, we'll see soon.
What themes are going to be on there?
I don't know, we'll see. I mean, we'll see.
Okay, very excited about that one. # Team Hans.
Okay. I see. I'm fine. It's okay.
Trying to bait you a little bit here, no?
I'm fine. I mean, my team, my members of Team Nisqy are there, so I'm fine with that.
You got your gang there?
Yeah, I've got my gang. They're ready.
Now, that said though, Hans not making playoffs was really surprising to a lot of people. Misfits in general, of course, not making it. Why do you think did Misfits not make it?
I think there are a lot of things to talk about. I think one is like, I won't say they draft, but like their way of thinking about the game, like they were, I think, the only team that tried to play like Korea, But I think if you want to play like Korea, you have to be like, I won't say Korean, but like you have to be like really, really good, as a team. Like you cannot afford any mistake and stuff like that. And also I think, I won't say they were like good together, but I feel like they missed something. I'm not sure what, because they were actually like 5 to 10k ahead, like against us, like both games, for example. But then we just scaled and won, and I don't know what they were like missing, but I think they're quite good, but they just didn't do anything in the mid game, I think, and that's what happened. Yeah.
Scaling to late game, the Splice special.
I mean,
not anymore.
Not anymore. I mean, in the beginning, when you're bad, you kind of have to like experiment, and then like just try to get those 3 wins with the late game, and like no, if no team is good, then you can just pick late and win the game by that, and so that's what we did. And
so I think you just called both yourself and other teams bad.
I mean, in the beginning of the split, like no one was good. Like like
Except
even
for Vitality.
yeah, except Vitality. But like for example, even like Fnatic and stuff. I mean, they were just all playing late, you know, and at the end it was like one team fight, and then just one team wins, and that's it. And like they were just arming mid, and I mean, but once like teams started to like play with each other and like getting like synergy, you know, and that's when you couldn't pick late game anymore, and you had to adapt.
And you did very well on that. Now, that said, EULCS MVP votings have been released. Lots to talk about here. Xerxes making the first team, very nice. Kasing missing out on the first team by 1 point, really unlucky.
I saw that one. I mean, he was pretty sad. It was quite funny actually, because I think Kasing voted for Hylissang, so that made him lose like 1 vote, you know. And then, I mean, you know, if he votes for him, it means that, you know, maybe Hylissang was just the better choice, you know.
Maybe. I mean, at the end of the day, they're both really good players, of course, but it's very unlucky to lose by 1 point.
I mean, I will be tilted for sure.
Now, you should be a bit tilted, though, because you're the only Splice member that didn't make it at all. So,
I mean, I actually didn't expect like to just get votes, you know. I mean, in every game that we win, it's not like I'm not like 1v9, you know. Like it's Odoamne or Kobe or like Xerxes or Kasing doing like really good plays, you know. And I mean, I don't mind, you know, not being like on the, how do I say, like not being the guy that just like shows everyone that he's better and then that needs like all votes and stuff like that, you know. Like I just want to win, and that's what I'm focusing on. So I don't really care if I'm like in MVP or I don't know.
Not even in top 3. Oh.
No, I mean, I don't really care, you know. Like it's not that I don't care. It's like it won't affect me personally, and also like I mean, I think I'm good enough, you know. Like for example, if we win today, that means that I'm already like a top 4 millionaire for sure, you know, because I mean, we're top 4. So, and if we win G2, then, you know, I'm a top 2 millionaire. That's going to be a tough one, you know, but yeah.
Okay. Honor Nisqy for being a good teammate.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can ask any of my teammates. I'm like the guy that, you know, gives the most out of us 5, you know, to like have the team. And I mean, I'm fine doing that.
Is that something that's personally important to you, to have such a mindset?
I mean, I was always that kind of player. Like, I would give a lot to help others. You know, like, I won't say succeed, but like, for example, I would give like 2 minion waves for like Odo to like, if you can dive top for like equally CS, you know, and that even if I miss like 2 waves, I don't really mind, you know, like I don't play for KDA or like minions, you know, compared to some players that do, you know, and yeah, I mean, I'm just a team player in general, and that's it.
Okay. Now, in the ELCS hype video, I talked a bit about this with Xerxes. A lot of teams got a lot of hype, but Splice kind of didn't get as much attention as other teams. And like Odo had his one, you know, moment. But yeah, we didn't see any of you guys. We had the one group shot, which was also a bit awkward because Xerxes was so far out of the frame. But in general, we do know that you made some individual shots. What was your individual shot that we didn't get to see?
It was one where I was like...
Did you do it?
I think I was like laying down, not laying down, but like I was just like this, you know, and like with my eyes closed. And it was actually like quite cool because my eyes were like kind of semi-closed, so you could see. I mean, it was like pretty scary as well, but I mean, it was... I mean, I just did it, you know, and like they just use it as they want. And I mean, I don't really mind like not getting hyped or like, you know, not being like in the videos and stuff like that. I think once you start winning, that's when people like know that you're actually good, you know, and then that's when also people are just starting to hype you up, you know, and I think you just have to win, and that's it.
Here's some good motivation. If you do either win 3rd or 1st place in Copenhagen, there will be an after-show movie, and that one will, of course, be a consistent flow of highlights of the team winning. So make sure to either get 3rd or 1st place.
We will. We'll get 3rd, minimum.
3rd minimum?
Yeah, minimum.
Okay. Next week I have to face G2 though. That's going to be really difficult.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. I mean, thing is that G2, as I said, like they have perks. That's like one, you know. It's like, I mean, he's the best mid in Europe right now, so I respect him a lot, you know, and I just think that they're just good as a team as well, and they don't like make many mistakes as like other teams does. So that's what makes them a good team, I think, and we'll see. I mean, maybe United will be my day and I will go 11-0 in Castaden, you know, and we never know what's going to happen. But I mean, against G2 is going to be harder for sure, and we'll just have to adapt, I think.
No trash talk?
No. I'm cool. I mean, I'm not gonna trash talk. You know? I mean, I don't think there's anything to trash talk. You know, like it's
difficult to talk.
Yeah,
to talk trash about trucks. I mean,
yeah, I mean, you cannot trash talk. I think. I mean, you can. You know, if you like, for example, if it was Vitality, I would trash talk Jizuke, for example. You know, but I mean, I cannot really trash talk perks. You know, like it's just like not. It's not even gonna be funny. So yeah.
Yeah, you already know that they're gonna take all the clips and then you lose against like there goes a spread on Twitter like butter.
I don't wanna be toxic. I'm good. I'm just gonna play and win. That's it.
Are you happy in that aspect that you can't face Vitality because there would have been a lot of banter and maybe some trash talking there?
Yeah, I mean, if you face Vitality, I think there'll be a lot of trash talk.
Lots of fun there.
Yeah.
Who do you think will win out of Vitality versus H2K?
I think H2K has actually like a good chance to win. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not sure because I don't know how they play like when it's like a best of 5, for example, you know. And also, I think Self is like not, I would say as confident as he is in like best of 1s. I think when like the games actually matters, I don't think that he's, I won't say that good, but like he's just like less aggressive, I think. And I mean, I think if Selfie plays like really good, for example, then I think they have a good chance. But I just think that Jizuke can just, I won't say solo carry, but like I think he can be like the main carry, and I think they can just play through him and they will just win, I think.
So you are slightly favoring Vitality. So it's like a 60-40 or 70-30?
I mean, I think it depends on the Italian, you know, on Jizuke. I mean, if Jizuke pops off or like he just plays normally, he doesn't make like dumb mistakes, I think they just win the game. But I think if it's not Jizuke's day, for example, then I think H2K will just murder them because Vitality can just play when they're ahead, and especially when their mid is ahead. So
yeah, that's actually very much true. I think it's going to be a tight matchup as well. I expect something like a 3-2 score. That will be fun.
I think it's going to be like a 3-1 maybe for Vitality.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to be 5 games.
Okay. Well, easier for me because I get to go home earlier.
Yeah.
So that's a bit nice, I guess. So one last question, because I've been thinking about this myself recently. Do you have any role models, both real and fictional, from like, you know, that have been keeping you going since your childhood kind of thing? Because I was rereading Dragon Ball, and I always really liked Trunks as a character. And that's like one of my role models for me. And sports people like Zlatan Ibrahimovic and stuff, but yeah.
I mean, if I was to like one like non-existent guy, I mean just like a fiction, you know, I would say Naruto actually. I mean it's just like, you know, he's the guy that just helps everyone, you know.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't give up. I mean, he just doesn't care, you know, if it's like if he's getting hurt or like if he's getting flamed or, you know, if he just like tries some random stuff, you know. I mean I would say Naruto for sure. And then I mean a role model, I don't really have one, like not really.
Not a sports player, not a football player.
I mean everyone's gonna say like Cristiano Ronaldo, for example, you know, but that's just basic. I mean, he's just like the guy that just hard worked, you know, and then like achieved a lot, you know. So maybe him, you know, and then yeah, I don't think there's like anyone that I'm looking up to.
Okay, so Naruto is basically.
Yeah, Naruto is cool.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. I mean, yeah, it was a good run until like the last bits of that.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. That's not smart.
Let's not talk about the last acts of Naruto, because that's not happening. So anything you would like to say to the Splice fans waiting for you in Copenhagen?
Thanks for supporting us. I know that we're gonna getting a lot more fans, I think, because I mean we can just see it as players and as an org as well, and I mean I'm just happy, and I hope you guys are happy as well that we won. So yeah, just keep cheering for us.
Okay, awesome. Well, this was Nisqy from Splice and Darius from the Shotcaller. Hope you had a good day, and believe it! Hey everyone, this is Darius from the Shotcaller, and I hope you just enjoyed that interview. This is a generic end card, so make sure to click here for another interview or here for a different interview. And if you want to check out more content, specifically from the NALCS, make sure to visit theshotcaller.net for more interviews and other esports content. Have a good day.